In today's video, we are going to talk about how our Season 3 has progressed and kind of give you the rundown on what's been happening, so stick around, let's get it. Welcome back to CO Gaming, and today we are going to talk about our Season 3. So, we have been put into a season with a lot of Season 4 players. This is their Season 4, it's our Season 3. It's been a pretty good season so far, nothing extravagant, but we are currently the third best warband in the server. Isn't bad. It's been a wild ride so far. So most of our fighting has been right here. Like, we have been at war with Erebor for what feels like the whole season. It's going on about a 7-day fight, and as you can tell, Erebor is making another push again. We are going to push back at some point. They push, we push, they push, we push. Just how it goes. But our United faction has showed up, so going to be a big help. As you can tell, we are united with Isengard. Kind of give you a rundown of what people are united with. So it all started out with Erebor being united with Rohan, and they have now severed that unity. Rohan just couldn't get the job done. They chose a bad ally. Not nobody's fault but their own. Gunda and Angmar are united as well. Mordor and Ruin. Arnor and Gondor. And Linden is united with Lotr. That is kind of our unities at the moment. But the kicker to all this is the fight that's happening in Ashen. It's been happening for about 7-8 days. We're just a day past our 2-week mark in the season. And we have been fighting for pretty much the majority of that. So it's really probably a solid 10 days fighting. I think we had the first 3 days to where nobody was fighting. And it all kind of started in Dorwinion. But, you know, it happens. You know, what can you do? It's all been fun. Been a lot of great fights, a lot of back and forth. There is a few things setting up on the map that aren't really being talked about and can't really be talked about. But there is a lot of changes coming. It's gonna be a lot of fun videos this season for fights to be had. Not just a wild season, to be quite honest. It's been pretty fun. Met a lot of good people. Some crazy strong Erebor guys. Had numerous fights with their leader, Motu. Like, has a absolute beast of a Gandhi. Give him all the props in the world. He's beat me, I beat him, so on and so forth. Same goes with a few of their other people. But, you know, overall, been a lot of good solid fights. It's going to be interesting to see how the rest of the season shapes out. Kind of give you a rundown on the rankings at the moment. I'm currently sitting 5th in the ring level and 9th in power production. A lot to do with, you know, the fighting going on in Ashen. Been pushing and just haven't really had the time to go through and try to catch back up. Nor is it really all that important, honestly. I mean, what is power production? You got good resource count, really don't matter. So that's all matters. Can make troops, can upgrade. That's all we got to do. Number is just a number, the way I look at it. Outside of that, like, there's really no more exciting news. I mean, it's still really early in the season. I mean, we're 2 weeks and 1 day in. Got a lot of season left to play. Definitely look forward to see how it turns out. Kind of the front runners at the moment is really kind of a toss-up. Erebor can still win. Them getting somebody to break their unity with another faction is probably going to be key to that. I mean, you know, anything can happen. There's a lot of good relationships happening in the server at the moment. So it's just going to be interesting to see. Like I said, there is sure the time I get to do the next video for a season update, there will be some changes. I highly doubt that it will stay the way it is right now. I think it's going to be a lot of changes throughout the season. Outside of that, man, that's pretty much it. Like, yeah, season is what it is. Lot of fighting and carrying on. It's battles. I think I'm setting at almost 1 million prestige at this point in 2 weeks, so it's insane if I had to say myself. But as you can tell, it's gonna be fun. Another big day of fighting. I haven't been on very long, but I'm about to jump in this fight here in a minute and see if we can't push them back again, and they'll push us, and go from there. Got Big Brother here though. Isengar's starting to set up, so it's gonna make our lives a little bit easier. Numbers are what they are. We're pretty heavily outnumbered, 3 war bands to 1 really. We have a secondary war band in our faction, but you know, it's one of them things to where they're not all that active, honestly. There's a few of them that are really good, that play a lot, and then others just don't. So been a fun adventure. Playing with people from a season 4 has definitely been probably the biggest challenge for most of my guys personally. They definitely have better gear than what we have, so we're just keeping our heads up, staying strong, and gonna keep pushing forward. That being said, it's pretty much it. That's our season 4. Nothing wild, nothing extravagant, no crazy stuff. I think, pretty sure Airboy's already setting up at the ring, so you know, they wasn't technically the first here, but they are the first big faction that has set up. So gonna be interesting to see how that plays out. I think a lot of people know first is most of the time last, unfortunately. So we'll see. We'll see. A lot of things happening. Gonna be fun. So with that being said, as always, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, see you out.